Welcome back to our last topic of the chapter food safety. The topic for today that is food adulteration. Till now we have already studied what is food wastage, food spoilage, and how do we prevent food from getting spoiled. Yes, so all these things we have already studied in the previous topics. Today we are going to study the food adulteration. Now what is adulteration of food? Let us understand that. Food adulteration is the act of intentionally debasing the quality of food offered for sale either by the substitution of inferior substances or by removal of some valuable ingredient. So when do we call that the food, say that the food has been adulterated? Whenever something is added to the food product which degrades or which lowers the quality of the food, or sometimes the nutritive value or the nice quality of the food is removed, then all these things are called as food adulteration. Yes, let us see like chemical is being injected in a fruit to make it look attractive, right? So this is food adulteration. When we are doing this with the food, we are alternating its quality. We are spoiling its quality, we are degrading its quality, right? So when we do all such things, we say that the food has been adulterated. Okay, so let us see what are the various ways in which the food is adulterated. Okay, so removal of fat content of the milk. Children, adulteration of food is done very commonly nowadays. Okay, and the first one, very commonly adulterated foodstuff is milk. Okay, normally what happens, in milk, the fat content, fat means the fat that floats on the milk, correct? That is removed from the milk. So that is also kind of food adulteration. It is not necessarily food that in food adulteration we add something from outside. We can remove also something from outside, from the product. So when we add something harmful to the product or we take something good out of the product, then that is food adulteration. Then second, removal of essence of cloves. See, now in milk we are removing the fat, and here in the cloves and cardamoms, yes, elaichi we call it, yes. So in the cloves and cardamoms, sometimes it's pure essence which is that is removed. Okay, and these products are sold at a low price. So why are they sold like that? Because normally they have been adulterated. Adding harmful color to the food. Normally it happens with the fruits. Sometimes they inject chemicals in the watermelon to make it look red, or maybe the apples. So most of the times this is commonly done with the fruits and vegetables also at some times. Mixing small stones in food grains. This we all know. Normally when we buy food grains, we always see our parents cleaning it, right? Why? Because they are normally added or adulterated with the stones in it. Okay. Next, mixing sand, iron. Let us see, mixing sand. Now sand we all are aware of. We find it on the beaches and on the normally outside. This sand is added to the food product. Sometimes iron filings, okay, iron powder kind of things are added to the suji, suji or rava, and that it is added. Dung, horse dung, okay, and the waste product of the horse, and sawdust. This sawdust is nothing but these particles which come out of the wood. Yes, this they are called as the sawdust. So these things are added to the food products to degrade its quality. Then injecting fruits with chemicals to make it look attractive. This we have already gone through. Adding urea in milk so that it appears to have higher fat content. Okay, sometimes urea is added to it so that it looks really nice and it looks really thick. To make it look appear thick, normally urea is added to it. Then changing the expiry date of food products to avoid financial loss. Most of the times the expiry date is changed by the retailers. Okay, they change the expiry date so that the product is sold and they are taken by the customers so that they don't suffer the financial loss. Calcium carbide and other chemicals are used to make fruits attractive. Normally the bright yellow bananas, yes, this kind of calcium carbide powder is added to the bananas to ripen it and make it look attractive. So these are certain ways in which normally the food is adulterated, and this happens in our day-to-day life. Now the next topic that we are going to study is how will you find if the food has been adulterated. See, there are certain tests that are given in the textbook. We are going to go through it. The first food product that we are going to talk about is the milk. What happens with the milk? Normally, milk is adulterated with water. Adulterant is that product which is added to the food to degrade its quality. So, milk has water as the adulterant in it. Okay, and how do we check whether the milk has been adulterated or not? So, for that there is one test that you can do to check. Put a drop of milk on your paw or on the slanted surface. Just put a drop on the slanted surface and let it flow. Okay, if it leaves a mark behind, no, then it is not pure. Like a watery mark, if it leaves behind and it goes in front, then it is not pure. It has been adulterated with milk. But like this, just see. But if it is pure milk, just see the difference between both of them. Yes, so the pure milk and the adulterated milk looks like this. Now, chili powder. Chili powder is commonly adulterated with brick powder. Red brick, we all know. Yeah, so it is mixed with the red brick powder. Or sometimes artificial color is also to make it appear red. The artificial color is also added to the chili powder. What is a test? Add a teaspoon of chili powder to a glass of water and stir it. So we take a teaspoon of chili powder, we put it in a glass of water and we stir it. Okay. Now, a swirl of bright red color indicates the presence of, when you are swirling it, means when you are making it move round and round in circles. What happens, that red color thing appears, that indicates that there is color in it. And if the chili powder settles down, okay, at the bottom of the glass, then that shows that it has been adulterated with the brick powder. Just see here. The difference between the pure and the adulterated. In adulterated, the powder settles down at the bottom because it has been adulterated with brick powder or sawdust. Turmeric powder. Turmeric powder is its adulterant is methanol yellow. Okay, this is a kind of chemical which is added so that it appears yellow in color. So how do we find out whether it has been adulterated? So for that, take some turmeric powder in a transparent glass. Okay, we have to take a transparent glass. In that we have to put turmeric powder and little quantity of water, and to that we add concentrated hydrochloric acid, HCl. Okay, and we shake it vigorously, very fast we shake it. Okay, the pink, if you get a pink or a reddish color in it, no, so that shows that there is methanol yellow in it. Okay, just see that. If it is not adulterated, then it shows the normal yellow color. Rava or suji that you call. Okay, this is normally adulterated with the iron filings. Okay, so how do we check whether it has been adulterated? So for that, it's very easy. Iron gets attracted to the magnet, children. We all know that iron gets attracted to the magnet. So to find out whether the rava is adulterated with the iron filings or not, we just move a magnet over it. Take a small quantity of rava in a plate and just move magnet over it. If it contains iron filings, it will stick to the magnet, and if it does not, then you will understand that it is an unadulterated product. Okay, so it shows the pure and the adulterated ones. In pure, there is no iron filings on the magnet, but in the adulterated ones, there are iron filings on the holes of the magnet. Okay, so we have seen what are the ways in which the food is adulterated and how do we find whether the food has been adulterated. But there is a law which has been passed by the government, okay, for the prevention of food adulteration. Okay, so the Parliament has passed the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act in 1954. And what does this law says that these are the 3 rules that every manufacturer has to follow. Okay, so what a manufacturer has to see that his food is being stored very properly. So that is the first point, that law says that food should be stored very properly in the godowns or in their companies, wherever it is, and the packing material that they use for packing their food should not endanger the health of the people or whatever, and it should not cause any harm to the people. The packing material that you use for food products or for the medicines, these should be safe and it should not react with the food. And the third and the very important point that they have mentioned is clear information regarding the manufacture date, expiry date, and instructions for storage should be there. We find this where normally on whenever we buy any packed product, we see there is always manufacture date is mentioned, expiry date is also mentioned, and how to store it. So most of the times they mention you store in a cool and dry place. Okay, this instruction is always given on the food products, most of the food products, right? Now henceforth, whenever you buy any packet of chips or any food product, milk or maybe curd, so check the expiry date, the manufacturing date, okay, and how to store it. All these instructions you have to go through it so that it helps you to consume the food in a proper manner. Okay, so what happens if these 3 rules are not followed? Okay, if it is found that any organization is not following this rule, then Parliament, what it does, that this law has been amended from time to time, and according to this law, what happens is there is a provision of life imprisonment for the person who does not take proper care and does a food adulteration with the harmful substance. So a person who is doing this adulteration can be put in the jail for the life imprisonment. Throughout his life he will be put into the prison for adulterating the food. So you have to be very careful when you move around and just check whether your food is adulterated or not. Thank you.